Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to Diggin. It's an incremental game about a mole digging deep into the earth in search of an eldritch asteroid, I think. I played the demo for this, liked it, and then I shouldn't be going for the hard rock. What am I doing? I get one freaking rock. Well, that's what I get. But hey, we get an upgrade, so that's all I need. Alright. Oh, hold up. WSD movement. I saw this. I hadn't thought about it, but yeah, I can move left and right. Previously it was just mouse-based. Oh, this is going to be huge. Kind of. But yeah, I played the demo, liked it, and now it's out on Steam, so I figured I'd give it a shot. Fortunately, the harder rock takes a little bit too long to get through. I recognize that it's just another incremental game by pretty much every measure, but I don't know, something about these games are kind of just, they're comfort food for me. They're nice and easy. They don't ask much, they don't demand much. They're relaxing in a way that I think I've found a lot of other games to not be recently. There we go. That's a haul. So what do we want to do? Movement speed, critical drill chance, and total fuel, actually good. Drill hits per second. Fortunately, this one nickel and dimes you super hard. Let's get some total fuel. Probably just push the damage. Yeah, I can't do anything with that. So skill tree missions. And fossils. Yeah, we don't lose any drill fuel unless I'm actually, like, mining. I think. I could be wrong. But yeah, I've just been playing a whole lot of various other games, and I get, like, partway into them, and I'm kind of like, kind of been there, done that. I get that for a lot of incremental games, too, but they're kind of short, sweet, and they have, like, that really nice progression curve. And so it's easier for me to just be like, I can just chill with this. Regardless of whether or not I'm, like, regardless of whether or not this talent tree is going to look largely like every other incremental game that I've played in recent memory. Do we just keep going for the drill hit damage? I think we do. 10% fuel is preserved whenever you... I don't know which is more valuable. Let's go for that one. Just extend our tree a little bit. I want to get to the point where I can one-shot each of these blocks. If I can manage to do so. But I think a lot of it comes down to... I've been playing video games for so long and covering video games for so long that a lot of them are starting to feel kind of similar. And so whenever I play a new game that is identical to every other game that I've played in X, Y, or Z genre, I feel burnt out when the game asks me to try. Because I've done that before. Okay, do we want to get some more crit? I think we're just going for the damage. Okay, we're down to 2 hits, which is good. Very much what I'm looking for. Oh, and that's if it's got the ore. I don't mind the repetition quite as much if it's a game that is willing to just let me chill. Ooh. Well, we got it. Took some hits, though. Okay, what do we have? Visible block radius. Yeah, sure. Gives me a little bit. Some movement speed. Go for the drill hit chance just to see what I can find. But I was gonna say, I don't know, just the idea of games asking me to try has become something I'm not as excited about nowadays. I think this is probably part of the reason why I bounced off of Hades 2 and didn't actually put nearly enough time into it, despite the fact that it very much deserves it. Let's see. Yeah, so that 10% gain is actually multiplicative. I was not expecting that. That's kind of awesome, though. Because, yeah, I wanted to get into Hades 2, but it just... I got to the, I think, first boss and it kicked my ass, and I was just kind of like, I don't know. Maybe later when I'm feeling, like, more passionate about this. And surprisingly, I haven't been finding myself, like, in a position where I'm regaining that passion in a way that maybe I used to. I think in a lot of cases it's just because I've just been playing so many games. Okay, let's see. Quake, periodic quake. We want to explore a little bit. World width, throw dynamite in the air. Some of these are very good. Let's just preserve my fuel. I know there's one, I think there's one out there that makes it so we get double ore. Or stone? Whatever the round circular resource is. And that is going to open things up for me. Probably. I think also part of it is that, for me, the thing I like most about video games is testing a build, coming up with like a fun combination of effects and abilities that makes for a unique style of playthrough. And I find the more actiony a game is, usually the less they let you do that. Maybe. Yeah, we need to dig wider. Powerful quake periodically. Dynamite. These got expensive. Do we save up? I'll just go for some of these. I'm definitely spending a lot more time on like the early game here. And I guess, from what I remember the demo, it definitely was kind of slow. Well, I guess let's see if we can go deeper. Let's see what we have down here. Because there might be something cool. I know there's fossils. Let's see. I think mostly we're just gonna run into stuff that is too tough for me to break. I'm seeing gold, but like, I don't think I can do anything with it. Okay. Well, I guess we could do drill hits per second. Drill crit chance, a little bit of flat. Do I go for the visible block radius? I think so. Oh yeah, we've maxed it out anyway. Oh, we can go up to density too. Oh. That's why. Yeah, it takes 3 hits to get 5. Yeah, I knew that there was going to be a point where it flipped. And started giving me more. I guess it's hitting the next density level. Huh. Okay. Do I want to boost my crit chance? I think I'm going to keep doing fuel preservation. I don't know if that's a good idea, but it seems to be one of my big limitations here. I'd like to do more damage. I also like to use the dynamite, but I don't know. And so, like, if we want to talk about games where we try, you know, Grim Dawn is getting a big expansion soon, and I'm super stoked for that. Because it's one of those games where you do have to try, but so much of it is just determined by how good your build crafting is. And as such, that's the kind of thing that I'm, like, really excited to put more time into at some point. Let me see. I'm curious to see where this one goes, because I remember specifically some of my demo feedback had been that I found the talent tree to be a little thin. And I'm curious if that's changed. So, powerful shockwave periodically. I mean, I kind of have to see what that gives me. I never did actually check if there's anything under the crit damage. The answer seems to be a pretty solid no so far. Ooh, the crit damage is actually really good. And the shockwave's got some merits to it. gotta slowly make my way through. And unfortunately, I can't increase my damage any further, to my knowledge. Okay, that's a decent amount. I kind of want the dynamite one. We could also just go for the world width. Shockwave damage. Extra stone. Oh, extra stone drop from mine blocks. Yeah. I think we gotta save up for that. Everything else is nice. That's too good. Okay. Hopefully I can mine this. Nope. Damn. That is way too freaking tanky, apparently. Let's grab a little bit more fuel. I don't want to do too much because we do actually want to get the next layer. But yeah, even though that gold is there and it is tempting me, I guess we're not going to go for it. Okay, I actually need ore just as much as I need stone. In fact, I need a lot more ore than I need stone. In this circumstance, at least. Just takes a little while. I wonder if we're going to get to the point where I can swim through the earth, or if the density levels are going to make that so that just never happens. Okay. There's the extra resources. So special stone blocks that restore fuel when mined. Silver. Oh, it's silver. I guess I'm just gonna go over here. Huh. Oh. Oh, yeah, each of these is worth 10 now. Damn. Oh, that's gonna make blitzing through the talent tree feel really quick. For a bit. Unfortunately, I'm only going to be able to get stone on this one. Because, yeah, we still can't get through the gray layer comfortably. It is too tanky for me. And we'll just rip through my fuel supply in no time flat. But on the flip side, we can max a bunch of things out. Hey, claim that. We got berries? Rock candy. Alright. Yeah, it's nice and quick. Kinda. Yeah, still gotta wait for the silver. Also noticing like a weird machine on the left, but I don't think I can do anything with it. Okay. Well, we're blitzing through much of it. It's just a matter of not being too bold. Because, yeah, I want to make the most of what I've got. I guess I should be going for more silver. Now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, dynamite in the air, which we do like. There's also the world width, which is also good. Let's get the dynamite one. Every 10 drill hits. Go for the shockwave damage. Radius would be nice, but let's just go double damage. And keep pushing crit. And a little bit of movement speed. I think this is going to be a short round. At least we have a bunch of AoEs, but yikes. That was not much. Okay. This is going fast enough. I'd like to spec into Dynamite and the Shockwave more. Even more so than the drills, maybe? We'll have to see if I can even do so. Yeah, because the two of them... I can't go up. The only way is down. And I'm out. but that's a decent amount. So what do? Better shockwave radius, better shockwave damage. I guess I could get both of these. Let's see, more fuel. Let's get the movement speed. And then max out our fuel. Alright. So that's all the cheap upgrades. Yeah, hopefully there's more ways for me to spec into the shockwave. Because I like the idea of potentially giving it... Damn. I like the idea of giving it a huge AoE bonus. Probably. Poof. And if I could get it to trigger more often, that would be good. I will say, so I usually find myself kind of disinterested in the talent trees. I am enjoying the... I'm thoroughly enjoying the... Oh, that ain't gonna work. The feel. How do I describe this? Damn, we got a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. It's very... Oh, drill hit damage. Hold up. Well, that was expensive. Worth it, but expensive. A lot of incremental games with talent trees, you get a point, it increases your damage, you go from there. Between the explosions, this has suddenly taken on a very different overall feel. Which I kind of appreciate. Let's see. There we go. Decent amount. Yeah, I actually do enough damage to get through that stone layer now. That's expensive, though. I'm too off. Ugh. It's fine. I think I'm going to keep pushing the shockwave. Let's get the width, see what we get. Triple any resource gain, building that produces alum while you mine. Okay, let's actually drop down that. Grab a little bit more. So this is not going to get me nearly as much, but I can go and get some of that gold. Dang, the shockwave is actually legitimately really good. Okay, I guess there might not be any gold down here. Well, that's a bit of a tragedy. Oh, there it is. Okay, we got 6. I'll take what I can get. Let's keep going back down. Unfortunately, I don't remember if I need like 20. It's like 20 or 30. Which I think is fine. Okay, let's keep going through this. Gravel. Okay, so the gravel, the denser resources do just give me more loot. Let's see. Do we have any missions? No, we don't. Talent tree stuff. So I can add more world width, but that doesn't help me too much. Let's just make the dynamite go off more often. Because yeah, you can get that down to be pretty short. The one problem with all these explosions and AoEs and whatnot is they are going to mess with me a little. Ooh, fossil. Okay, we'll have to see what kind of stuff that gets me. Cool. Didn't get it. Didn't get enough. Fossils. Bonus resources gained from blocks destroyed by explosion abilities. Yeah, we're getting a lot of the fruit, whatever the fruit does for me. Need 30. 80-30. Could go for the shockwave radius. Fuel is preserved. Hold to overdrive. Yeah. Yeah, the problem is we're getting such small quantities of the gold. But it does make this a little trickier. I mean, we're up to 22. I think it's just rare. I think that's the real issue. Okay, ran out. So I have 17. I'm at 25. So we need 5 more. Yeah, I just want to see what this, whatever this passive resource gain thing is. There we go. Another fossil. I already have that one, I think. Makes me very curious to see what it does. Okay. We need like 2 more. Maybe I should have been doing this on a higher density, but even the chances of getting the gold on density level 2 seems kind of unlikely to me. We're finding a lot more fossils. I should actually look at what they do. I don't know if it's one of those where like, oh no, they might actually be different. I see, so just the icon in this is the same, but when you actually collect it, it's something completely different. All right. My wrist has just decided to start itching. Building that collects alum while you mine. Oops. Shockwave damage I could take. Okay, fossils. So explosion ability damage and fuel gain from blocks destroyed by quake abilities. Oh. Oh, we equip them. I like that. I do actually appreciate that I have to choose which ones I'm equipping. Once again, I find a lot of incremental games suffer from poor agency. That they very much are just... Let's see, do we need more than that? I don't know. That you just follow the talent tree. Just like in this one, for the most part, where you don't actually make any meaningful choices apart from, like, when and where you spend your resources. At least this one, the upgrades have, like, a better tactile sense. I've played too many incremental games where it's just like, you do a little bit more damage. Your gameplay remains the same. Here, because you're actually mining through blocks, you at least get to feel it. Which I think is a big plus. Okay, a bit more drill hit damage. Make things wider. Saving up for that might be a good idea, but I don't know. Alright. Doesn't look like I have anything else. Kind of shocked at how much density 2 is taking a while to crack. Then again, we're up to two hits to break these blocks. So I don't think it's too far off. I think we just want to kind of get as far as we can. I think we might want to boost that shockwave more. I don't know. No, I like the dynamite better. I just would like to get the dynamite some AoE. Dang, that took a single hit and wrecked me. Let's see. Keep going for the fuel preservation? Yeah. Boy, you gotta work to make some progress here. Okay, so the harder stone takes 3 hits? It's like 3 or 4 to break through. Oh, that was quick. I'll just boost my shockwave radius for now. means I will just periodically destroy everything. Yeah, so I get about 10 per brown block. And 15 per gray. The gray is definitely tougher to punch through, though. Yeah, I still don't know what to do with that one resource. So... Dynamite explosion damage. Special stone blocks that grant fever when mined. Critical hit damage. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Because, yeah, I think I want to just focus on my base drill damage. More than anything else. At least for a bit. Because I'd like to be able to punch into these lower layers. Okay, I mean, that got me a smooth 1,000. Oh, there's 15 levels of that, too. Weesh. Okay. Oh. Bonus dynamite thrown, but I gotta find it underground. I mean, that would be huge. I almost kind of wish that was more random of finding those treasure chests. You know, those gold blocks. Eesh. Oi. Well. So dynamite explosion radius. All of these are good. All of them are expensive. I'm just gonna try and max a couple of things out. Because the wider the world, the more likely we can just get a bunch of stuff with the shockwaves and various other explosions. Okay. Go this direction. I'm almost kind of incentivized to dig super long linear shafts to use those explosions as much as possible. And make the most of what they give me. Yeah, just max out the crit damage and max this out. Alright. Definitely want to get the no aiming needed, because dynamite explosion radius is going to be for big. Still don't know what to use these two for. Definitely coming over here. Because yeah, I'm trying to get these resources. As much as I can, anyway. Let's see. Where am I at? I should probably actually pause soon. I mean, I've been starting and stopping a little bit. But today's really warm. And triple any resources gained. Tempting, but we're going for the dynamite. And I guess I can get overdrive. What are these? Overdrive damage, total fuel, that's huge. And overdrive energy. Yeah, I think that's one of my things that's been holding me back a little. I might actually also want to go back to an earlier difficulty level and try and find some of that treasure. Because I bet I'm going to be able to just rip through stuff faster. But yeah, it was really hot today, like almost 100 degrees. Which is bad, obviously. You know. Found the artifact. Sick. Like, do not like that temperature. It is terrifying and uncomfortable because I don't want to go outside in those conditions. But the fireflies that live near where I live really like warm temperatures. So they're probably out there having a grand old time. I want to go see them. Oh yeah, the fireflies were real good tonight. Yeah, they really like temperatures. Like if the temperature that day gets up to like 90 or something like that, they are just out and about and having a very good time. Which is good. At least somebody should appreciate the heat. And so yeah, I try to make time to go out in nature at least a little bit. Every day, every couple of days, at the very least. It's too easy to get stuck indoors for long periods of time. I find that can be bad. I think I have to get this. I don't know what to use this stuff on yet, but like, we should get more. Let's see. 5% chance to triple any resources gained. Honestly, yeah, I'll grab it. I don't know why that gave me more. Confusing. Extra drill damage. I think we want to wait. And we do have the dynamite. Bonus dynamite thrown. Alright. Should be good. Yep, so then now that's getting me twice as much. You know, the double dynamite's gonna be lovely. Presumably. And I'll have to see how it goes. Ooh, that's a resource I don't recognize. Damn. Didn't get the chance, though. Going for that preservation? Yeah. Yeah, because it was something blue, which I haven't seen before. There we go. Yeah, because whatever it is, whatever it was, seems neat. Sadly, we'll just have to wait. Okay, what else do we get? Boy, I can't afford much. Oh wait, but I can get this, which is huge. Launch projectiles that pass through blocks and damage them, but it's very expensive, and building that refines rubies. We don't have rubies. I think this does suffer a little bit from, once again, that talent tree system where effectively you have all of these things that you're unlocking, the dynamite, the shockwaves, and whatnot. But you can never, like, really over-invest into any of them. The game doesn't let you do that. Oh. I have to, damn. I mean, I guess I could have waited out the shockwave, but eh. Yeah, so we just kind of want to oscillate between these two, because those are the ones that are going to unlock probably the most amount of doors for me. We want to get to the point where I'm getting through this specific stone layer in a handful of hits at most. I mean, I think it's already just 2, unless it has something in it. Okay, at least we're getting a ton of stuff. Let's see. That is really tempting. But I'm going to go for the dynamite explosion radius. Because yeah, if I can get those to do big boom. Because we've got 2 dynamites. And if they're roughly as big as the shockwave, then we're in kind of a really solid spot. I'm forgetting to use my overdrive, but it's fine. Okay, next drill hit, yeah. It's like, the runs are really short, but they're also not making me much. Is what it is. Overdrive leaves a little bit to be desired. And by a little bit, I mean kind of a lot. But it's okay. Another fossil. No. Well, it's fine. We'll get it next time. I'm pretty sure there's no way for me to go back up. I think there might be a jetpack you get later. I don't have access to that. So dynamite explosion damage, critical hit damage, fever blocks, silver, yeah. Because additional silver is going to be nice. Considering that's kind of one of my bigger limitations. Alright. Yeah, because I'm definitely getting tons of other stuff. And nothing left. Okay. Do I just want a ton of fuel? I don't know. Maybe? Yeah, because what does this need? Just, oh, just tons. Well, why don't we drop the density? Let's just go deep. Yeah, unfortunately it takes one hit no matter what, but at least it's one hit for everything. Yeah, I just wanted to see what some of these resources were. Well. Some of that's a mystery. I'm assuming it's platinum. Unfortunately, not much I can do with it, I think. It's like, still a decent amount. No idea what I'm using the platinum on. Okay, critical drill chance. Gem refinery can now refine emeralds. Platinum drop from mined blocks. But I think we need the refinery. Oh, that's going to require how much platinum? And gold? How do you expect me to do that? Well, oh. Oh, I can upgrade. Explosion ability damage. Well, we're not doing the other one. Okay. I'm sure it's one of those that, like, as soon as we actually get down into the platinum layer in Density 2, it's going to be, like, wicked easy. To get large quantities of these resources, maybe? Okay. Go from here. Wow, we're making bank. I haven't even gotten that many upgrades. It's mostly just stuff that boosts my drill damage. Mostly. Speaking of, keep boosting it? Yeah. I'm going to keep working on these two. At some point, I'm going to need this stuff in large quantities, and I will be ready. I think I've just been using it to upgrade itself. Which is a little silly. But, eh. Okay. Get a bunch of things. Yeah, because we're doing okay silver-wise. Gold is an issue. But again, until I have like a ton of platinum, it kind of doesn't matter if we need that gold or not. Okay. The explosions are certainly carrying. Almost got some platinum. Well, we can also go up to density 3. I kind of think I should. Boost the damage. Boost that a couple of times. Increase my max fuel. Okay, we're at density 3. Oh, there was a mission. It's okay. Yeah, I don't necessarily know if this is the way to go. The explosion damage is certainly good enough. I think I'm just going to point myself directly down. Holy shit, that was 10,000? Oh, I was not expecting it to be that much. Okay. Let's grab the fuel blocks. So fuel stones spawn chance, drill hits per second, silver blocks, drill hit damage, and some more efficiency, and some more fuel. Alright. Yeah, it kind of feels like the trick is to just be a lazy ass and just go straight down. Even if it's a little on the expensive side. Ooh, I've got a tickle on my throat. That's not a good feel. Unfortunately, my apartment complex has got mold growing in the basement, which is, ooh, that would, oh, because I touched the bad rock. Let's get the explosion radius done. Let's see. Overdrive total energy. I mean, I guess I might as well see what I can get. Increase it a little faster. Yeah. But yeah, a little bit of mold growing in the basement. And unfortunately, that's somewhat in our HVAC system. It's not too bad. It's mostly just dust. But it is one of those where it's like, I think that's why I'm feeling like stuffier than normal. It's either that or we've got a bunch of fire smoke coming into the next couple of days and maybe I'm already feeling it. I don't know, man. Yeah, I've just been slightly under the weather. Okay, so more overdrive per second, more drill critical hit damage. Oh, that's finally maxed out. Let's just go for the overdrive per second and a little bit more fuel. Because the goal is to get deep. We do have some missions and some other things I should be turning in. That's fine. Yeah, we seem to actually be having no trouble just ripping through Density 3. I thought I would be stuck here. We might actually want to go back to Density 2 at some point, but I don't know. It kind of feels like the trick is to just really lean into whatever your current density is and just ride it as long as you possibly can. Because there sure is a lot of loot. Yeah, it's drill critical hit damage. Oh, let's take a look at these. And then fossils. Got a new one. Fuel gain from blocks destroyed by explosion abilities. No, I think I'm just going to keep with what I've got. We don't have a whole lot of the fuel blocks to use, so it doesn't really seem like it's amazingly necessary. Okay. Yeah, I want to get the gold if I can get it at the very least. Yeah, I think the thing that's helping the most here is just my explosions give me so many extra resources. Okay, so that's maxed out. That's maxed out. Special silver blocks that give 5 times more when mined? Yeah. Alright. Don't know where these are going to be at. Yeah, I'll try and keep an eye out for them, because 5 times more silver is probably good. There we go. Unfortunately, it's just a lot. Oh, that's definitely it. Okay. We got something. Idiom. Okay. Special stone that grants fever when mined. Doesn't look like it got me much. Fuel stone spawn chance. We haven't even seen the fuel stone. Well, let's just go with the fuel, which I think just doubled the amount of fuel I have access to, which is nuts. I'm assuming that was a fuel stone, which feels kind of tacky that that was like the first thing. I don't know. Take what I can get. That's a hell of a lot of silver. Got it all. There's probably some variant of that that does gold, too, which is how we're going to get the refinery. If I can get the refinery. Okay, grab whatever that is. Get over here. Yeah, even if it's a lot of damage to get here, we're chewing through it. Okay, so that requires rubies. That requires other stuff. We might not actually have much I can invest into. Which is a bit of an issue. Yeah, I'm getting bottlenecked by lack of gold and other things. Well, that's... a slightly rough place to be. Let's move a little bit more central. Okay, fuel stone. You know, it didn't give me as much as I thought it would. Okay, got it. Just had to snag it on the way down. Nope. Not leaving without it. Perfect. Yeah, I need... Okay, you know what? We are actually getting a decent chunk of gold here. I'm just spending a lot of it, too. So, Feverstone spawn rate, drill hits per second. Use a drill that hits multiple connected blocks. Gold bonanza. Blocks that explode when mined. More world width. Okay, new fossil. Resources gained from blocks destroyed by drill and drill abilities. Unfortunately, I don't think I want that. It might be good, but it's definitely not my drill that is carrying me here. Okay. It is definitely my explosions. My drill is just here to trigger the bombs. For now. Okay, get all my fuel back, if I can. Yeah, keep grabbing all of this stuff here. The damage on some of these is shockingly inferior. Okay, Feverstone spawn rate. Didn't give me anything new. Well, there's a fuel stone. Just feels so pointless. Oh, is this the Feverstone? If it is, I'm certainly not feeling the fever. Like, it's kind of there. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting tons of silver. I just don't know what to spend it on. Hopefully we get something that increases my gold drop rates. Not that we, like, specifically need it that bad, but it'll be nice. Drill hits per second. Boomstone spawn chance. Oh, maybe it was Boomstone. I mean, I don't think I need the overdrive. So we'll just save. I'll have to figure out what the Boomstone is. I will say I think this is actually one of the stingier... That is probably Boomstone. This is one of the stingier... Oh, this is Fever. Stingier incrementals as far as upgrades go. We're actually having quite a number of rounds where I don't get anything. Which I'm not exactly used to. Okay, so that is Boomstone. We're definitely need some upgrades before I can Boomstone more. Is this Bluestone? No, I don't think the Bluestone is lighter. That's far off. Yeah, like I was saying, definitely one of the stingier incremental games I can think of. One of those where, like, you really need a lot of resources to even get one or two upgrades. Which I think is kind of an interesting departure from, that Master Healer Kale game. Well, I'm not getting that. Which was much more affordable across the board. And there was just a bunch of different ways to kind of progress there. Depending on what you want. I do like the tactile nature of this. Like, that's the weird trade-off with a lot of incremental games. Like, I like them idle, but not so idle that I'm not doing anything and I'm just watching it play. Or, if it is going to be that idle, I want it to be one of those where, like, I have a huge amount of control over what my build's going to be. Let's grab the world width. What do we got down here? Gold mined from rocks. Flying drills follow you and mine random nearby blocks. Boy, that sounds great. Unfortunately, I need 25,000 of that resource, so that's gonna be rough. Gold bonanza. It'd be nice, but it requires 1.2 million gold. Boy. Well, you know what? Let's keep boosting the fuel stone spawn rate. I guess I'll grab that. Because, yeah, if we have enough fuel stone, I guess we just are able to endlessly fuel ourselves. Maybe. Okay. How are we doing? We're doing okay. Like, I think we're definitely making it further with every run. And so maybe what I do is try and just stick to the lighter stuff. Ooh. 4th of July was 2 weeks ago, 10 days ago. We're just absolutely reenacting it here. Fever stone spawn rate, which seems pretty rare. I haven't actually been able to figure out if it's good. Okay, boomstone spawn chance. I think I really need the explosion damage, but that's really expensive. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if there's anything that I can do to really speed things along here. Oh, I'm a fool. I know exactly what I can do. I'm obstinately just going down density 3. What I should be doing is going through density 1. Because if there's a really rare resource that I need for like 1 or 2 upgrades that just is not available in the current biome that I'm in, maybe I should not be in this biome anymore. Or not biome, this difficulty level. Okay. Because, yeah, it was some of these. Something somewhere. This one. Yeah, we're just not going to get that here. I mean, we are, but it's going to be a slog. But I might honestly be able to get that a lot faster if we're on the most basic. Oh yeah, because the fuel stones are going to keep me fueled up the entire way down. Yeah, look at that go. The resources we get from this is going to be abysmally bad, but oh well. That's not really what I'm here for. We're just trying to find whatever this purple rock is. And also just see how deep I can go. Or is that the purple rock? I have no idea. There's a lot of explosions happening, that's for certain. Yeah, not seeing anything that is the new stuff. Oh. Might have been something there. Found an emerald, found a ruby. Okay, yeah, this was the play. Because, yeah, some of these resources we just needed. And we weren't going to find conventionally. Okay, new fossil. I wonder if you can upgrade the fossils. Maybe. Let's see. Is there anything else? I mean, mostly just go with whatever we can. See, I don't know what I need emeralds or rubies for. But I might as well snag as many as I can. Oh, wow, the reduction. Wow, that was deep. Alright, what do we got? Boomstone explosion radius. You know, actually, we didn't really unlock anything new there. Damn. Yeah, because we never found out what that purple thing is. It might be something I have to process. Unfortunately for me. Okay. Crits have a chance to damage adjacent blocks. Ooh, yeah. That'll be nice. Go for those two. And now let's go back up to density 3. Actually, maybe we do that on density 2. I haven't actually looked at how many, like, what the resource differential is. Between difficulties 2 and 3. Because I know we get, I think we get like 5 times as much in difficulty 2. The main problem is that we need tons of Idiom, platinum? I don't know. We need tons of rocks that we don't have access to at the very least. Though we will start gaining more of them. Alright. And yeah, it seems like Yeah, it seems like this might be the play. The difficulty 3 is preventing me from getting the good stuff. Even if it would give me more. Okay. I don't know if those blue rocks are really worth trying to mine. Definitely don't do that much damage. Okay. Grab each and every one of these. Just the way it cut me off. Okay, the boomstone explosion radius is a little tempting. I'm getting there. Periodically launch projectiles that pass through blocks and damage them. Is good. Let's grab bullet worms. Because that's something new. And fuel is preserved whenever fuel is used. I think... this is correct. Oh, I haven't seen a bullet worm fire. Oh, it went sideways. I don't know how much I care about that. If anything, what I should probably be doing is focusing my efforts and resources on getting more boomstone. Though the boomstone damage is, leaves a lot to be desired. No, those are crit artifacts, I'm pretty sure. Okay, unfortunately green blocks take forever and a day. I mean, I think most things do once you get down to this point. And that's maybe okay. Well, I guess we're kind of coming to the end of our time. I wanted to get a little bit further, but game is stingy. It is difficult to make major progress in this one, which is kind of good, kind of bad. It means you have to keep working for it so it doesn't just like end immediately. On the flip side, it does feel a little rough that it takes so long to unlock a lot of things. Let's see. Yeah, that's not... Oh, I mean, I think it's this. That one's extremely good. Drill speed is doubled while remaining fuel is greater than 5%, right? Or no, less than 5%. Last ditch effort, of course. But we need to refine our emeralds first, which means I need so much of this stuff. I don't know. I'll leave that for later. For now, at least. Let's see. Yeah, can't get any more boomstones. Gonna need to do a lot of things to do so. Okay. Cooldown reduction for drill and drill abilities. Okay. So does that also mean drill speed? It might be. That's a drill ability. This is probably a drill ability? Oh. This for sure is one. It's got the symbol for it. Well, do we go back up to density 3 just to see how much progress I've made? Probably not as much as I'd like. Alright, well, anyway, I think this is probably a good point, stopping point for now. We definitely made it way further than the last time I played this game. I like where it's going. I wish I wasn't so stingy, and I think, as always, I find the talent tree... I feel like reprehensible is too much of a condemnation. It's too harsh. But it is one of those where I do find the talent tree to be kind of bland. And I really wish there was more things I could do to invest into Dynamite. And I'm sure I will. I'm sure that stuff exists in the skill tree somewhere. Okay, boomstone spawn chance. Sure. Yeah, the problem is the worms aren't really what I'm going for. But you know, just... I think my general problem with talent trees, especially these, is that there's not really a whole lot of like immediate feeling of build crafting, I like the fact that there are the artifacts, the fossils you can equip, but they're like a 20% damage bonus, which is okay. You know, I'd much rather have, you know, honestly randomized like gear and equipment or something like that. It would be extremely satisfying if it was just like, hey, you found a relic that gives you like chain lightning. Every time you hit a block, you hit another block. Like that would instantly recontextualize like much of how I would want to build myself. But of course, there's nothing for me to build myself for. I've already bought everything that I can afford, and I'm just being nickel and dimed, limited heavily by sheer lack of these two resources. And that's hard to work with. It's the one thing I will say is I do like the gameplay. I like the digging and mining feel extremely good in a way that I enjoy thoroughly. And like there is a charm, there's a desire in me to like keep going, keep pushing, and find some of the other upgrades. See if I can make my dynamites more ridiculous. But knowing that I kind of have to just like mill through a talent tree where everything is, I don't want to say like somewhat aimless, but you'll have like wildly unrelated talents nested under, you know, under other talents, and so it's kind of like, well, if there's more upgrades to my dynamites, I'm just gonna have to randomly find them. There's no way to kind of control a build on that one. It's just keep buying whatever I can buy until I've unlocked it. And that's all I can do. Okay. Damn. And the sad part is, I'm on difficulty 2. Well, no, we've still got tons of fuel. It's kind of the question of just like, which is the correct difficulty if I want to get my hands on... if I want to get my hands on more of the, whatever the intermediate metal is, past gold. I do not know, but I guess with all of this said, I'm actually starting to get a real headache, and it's also really late. So, I guess I'm just going to leave us here. But, I might as well mention that Diggin is available on Steam tomorrow, I believe. I'll have to check embargoes. It's either today or tomorrow, so if you do want to pick it up and play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. It's a chill time if you like incremental games and you want something to just kind of brain off, dig, grab upgrades, rinse, repeat. But I guess with all that said, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, it helps more than you know, and if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. I think I'm going to save up for this. But for now, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.